So the International Photography Hall of Fame, it's dedicated to photography with an emphasis on the photography greats throughout history. But in addition, the museum is really dedicated to the education of photography in general. To be asked to have this exhibit here in such hallowed ground is an honor unto itself. And make no mistake, I'm not inducted into the Hall of Fame. I've been asked as a local photographer to do this one-man show. Before we talk about the contents, I want to tell you just a drop about how I got into photography. I was a young graduate student at Washington U, and all of a sudden I found myself in East Africa studying chimps with Jane Goodall in 1970. And at that time I was in the zoology and psychology department, and I took my graduate financing and my education, and for 22 months I worked in Tanzania studying adult male chimpanzees. Photography became a vehicle to document some of my work, but what I found in Tanzania were the two most important elements in good photography. I had unlimited time, and I had a limited film, and very few distractions. After that, I sort of developed a passion for photography that came out of my academic work, and before I knew it, it turned into a little bit of a vocation. So for the past 50 years, I've done commercial work, I've done workshops, and in the last 20 years, I switched from commercial accounts to workshops and guiding other photographers around the world. In terms of countries that I've been to myself, I stopped counting at 90 countries. And I still have a lot to go, but I still have a passion for traveling. This exhibit is a little bit of a journey of my photographic life. With Patty Wente's invitation to do this one-man show, I've had 5 months to edit. And what I've realized with the final edit, that when you're trying to edit 65 pictures for 50 years of work, it really comes down to a totally random selection. There's no magic to it, and although I think this was a great selection, is it indicative of my lifetime work? Maybe not, maybe so. I excluded all my commercial work. This gives you a little bit of a picture of the journey that I have taken photographically. And I think I'd like people to see the simplicity of some of these images. I'd also like them to see the variety of what my mentor once said, dreaming with open eyes. I admire photographers that only shoot birds, that only do sports, that only do cityscapes. I can't imagine being on the Serengeti and shooting 1 week and then finding myself in New York and saying I don't shoot New York. I love shooting a little of everything. Everything excites me and is a possible subject. And I hope people come in and look at the pictures and let me know what they think. And I hope they get a portion of the joy out of looking at the pictures that I've had in the lifetime of taking them.